Hello everybody, my name is Scott, or Realized Journey, and today is Monday, May the 9th, 2011. This week, on Friday, May the 13th, I will be having surgery for a realized band adjustable gastric band implant. My journey started about 2 years ago, maybe a little more, when I was bent over one day and sneezed, and I had an umbilical hernia that popped out. And I was born with one, but it never really caused any problem. But that sneeze sort of set things in motion for me to have surgery for that. So I went to a general surgeon, and I actually had a date set for the surgery. But what ended up happening was I decided that since I had been overweight most of my life, I just wanted to go ahead and be done with it. So I thought, well, why not kill two birds with one stone? And what I'll do is I'll have some sort of bariatric surgery done at the same time while they were in there repairing that umbilical hernia. So I found a surgeon that could do both. And I canceled my surgery date for the general surgeon for the hernia repair, and started checking into the process of getting the bariatric surgery done. Well, that was a pretty long process. A lot of searching around, research, thinking about things, and finally I ended up deciding I wanted a gastric band. Seemed less invasive, something I could live with. I'm a little bit surgery phobic, so didn't want to have something too radical at the moment. So then there was the choice of lap band and realized band. I looked at both of those. I've been to both the seminars. Now, granted, this is months. This has been the process to get to where I am right now. My initial weight was somewhere in the 330, so at 336, I believe it was. There's been a 6-month waiting period since I have been going through the process, where I was on a medically supervised diet. I lost some on that, and this past week I've actually been on a all liquid diet, which is supposed to shrink the liver. So the liver needs to be shrunk evidently so that they can visualize the surgical area while they're in there doing the laparoscopic surgery. So in this past week of being, as of tomorrow, it will be 1 week of clear liquids, and I've already lost 15 pounds on that. So altogether, right now, I'm down to 305 pounds. So it's a long way to go, but at least we're headed in the right direction. But I will post periodic updates as I go through this journey. There's been quite a lot happening along the way. Please feel free to ask if you have any questions. Right now, I'll just briefly go through the dietary plan after the band is put in. I won't go over the whole process of the band surgery and what the band is, as that's been adequately covered on other videos. And I will say that guy remiztical has actually got some good videos, and you can see his amazing process over the course of over a year. And I found that very inspirational, but there really wasn't many other videos of guys that have gone through this process. So I just wanted to share my journey too, and I hope it helps you, and also I hope it helps myself and maybe gives myself a little bit of accountability for doing well in this process. But right now I'll go through this list of foods that are in the timetable of what they're supposed to be eating. Okay, 10 days before surgery, it is this liquid diet. What that entails is pretty much some sort of low-carb drink, such as low-carb Slim Fast, Atkins drinks, or the ES Advantage drinks. And it's supposed to have at least 3 of those per day. And it says you may have more if you wish. These drinks will serve as meal replacements. In addition to these drinks, you can also have the following items freely between meals. So they've recommended sugar-free Jell-O, sugar-free popsicles, all calorie-free, sugar-free beverages, coffee with artificial sweeteners, chicken, beef, or vegetable broth, and V8 juice. So that's pretty much it. It's been a little tough, but yes, I have lost about 15 pounds in these past 7 days, so can't complain about that. Been a little weak from time to time, but I know I've got a goal here, so I'm sticking to it. Anyway, next we go to the day before surgery. High protein drink for breakfast and lunch. Clear liquid diet after 1 p.m. For example, broth, clear beverages, and jello. And then they say nothing by mouth after midnight. In hospital, the day of the surgery, they will be giving me ice chips, possibly clear liquid tray. It says, please notify your nurse of any problems while taking liquids, for example, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, gas, etc. First day after surgery will be back again to clear liquids, and their notes are, try to take a small amount of the liquids, drink slowly and smoothly. If you feel full, stop. Do not take another sip. So they've made that very plain. Day 2 through 7 after surgery, back to what they call a full liquid diet. So that adds to the clear liquids, but it's more full liquids such as cream soups and stuff like that, as long as it doesn't have any solid content. But again, they say if you feel full, stop. Concentrate on consuming adequate fluid and protein. Make sure that you get at least 6 cups total fluid every day to avoid becoming dehydrated. Take meals slowly, and they want you to spend 20 to 30 minutes per meal. The second week, you actually begin a smooth consistency diet. It says schedule 3 meals per day, for example, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Concentrate on separating liquids and solids, and increase the texture of the food slowly throughout the week. Week 3 shall be soft diet as tolerated. Well, finally, and it said include 6 cups fluid throughout the day. Do not drink during meals or for 15 minutes before or 1 hour after meals. This actually precludes the food from being washed through the stoma, where they've narrowed the stomach with the band. So it stays in there and gives you a feeling of satiety while you don't drink any fluids there. So that'll take a little bit of getting used to, but hey, it's something that needs to be done. And then it says chew foods to the consistency of a large curd of cottage cheese. When you feel full, stop eating. Again, about chewing to the consistency of a large curd of cottage cheese is for the same reason. They don't want it to pass immediately through the stoma where they've narrowed the stomach with the band. So it'll stay there and give you a feeling of fullness after you've had your meal. Then you're also able at that time to eat poultry as long as there's no skins, and fish as long as it's not fried, and soft fruits and vegetables. But due to the reduced capacity of the stomach after the surgery, they want you to eat protein foods first. So they want to make sure that you get adequate protein so you can stay healthy. And then not until 2 to 3 months can you start introducing beef and pork, and then they only want you to have it 1 to 2 times per week maximum. Again, that might sound a little radical, but after a whole lifetime of being overweight, it's time to do something about it. I was in the military and I struggled with my weight all the way through the military, and they even sent me to inpatient, what they call level 3 weight control, and that was complete monitored diet and exercise. So everything I ate and every bit of physical activity was monitored for a period of several months, and they did come to the conclusion that my metabolism was very, very slow. So it has been hard ever since back then, but like I say, I'm ready to do something once and for all. Actually, the trigger was I just fairly recently learned that I had just barely crept over with A1C levels, into the diabetic category. So my surgeon seems quite confident that with this surgery that the early diabetes will reverse itself, as happens quite often with a lot of his patients, he said. So that's good, and they anticipate that I won't have to take any medicine whatsoever in regards to that. After a lot of people don't have to take medicine for high blood pressure or whatever after surgery. A lot of patients, their medication load decreases dramatically. So it really just makes you healthy in a whole lot more ways than just the weight loss itself. So again, like I say, I've already lost some weight, actually quite rapidly this past week. But again, right now I'm at 305 pounds, and I'm 6'1" and 46 years old. So I'm going to stand up so you can see what I actually look like. It's not too much to look at, but here I got. Okay, so you can see I'm a pretty big guy, but hopefully not too much longer. I will post updates regularly as time goes on, and take care. I appreciate any comments or questions you may have. Thank you so much.